Occupational therapists are definitely experts in sensory processing disorders and writing goals and implementing goals that target sensory regulation, things that help your child who has sensory processing disorder, sensory delays, or any sensory issues. So guess what? Did you know that sensory regulation also is important for speech and language development and speech and language therapy sessions? So sensory regulation supports language development by making sure that the child can access self-generated language. I guarantee you that if I have a kiddo that is receiving both occupational and speech therapy, and this child has sensory processing disorder or any type of sensory delays or issues, and they need certain techniques to self-regulate or regulate their sensory system. If they come into my session and they are dysregulated and I don't know what those are, I can try some things, but in my opinion, I think it's better if I am able to communicate with the occupational therapist who may have already established techniques, whether it's fidgets or jumping or swinging or whatever it may be. They know what they might know what works for your child to regulate their system, and then if I'm able to communicate with them, then I can try to incorporate that in my session if your child is dysregulated, so that then they can regulate and be able to be successful and to learn what we're doing in speech and language therapy sessions. Because if we're dysregulated, we are not going to be able to attend very well and learn language or whatever else we need to learn at that time. So if I'm able to talk to your child's occupational therapist and they tell me, when you see these signs and they're dysregulated, what really works for them is getting on that swing. And then I know, and I can get them on the swing, the type of swing that the occupational therapist maybe is recommending. And we can either do that and they can regulate and we can go from there. Or, a lot of times I've done sessions while the child is on the swing as well. So that is very important for us to communicate. So if you have a kiddo that's maybe going to a clinic and OT speech are at the same clinic, hopefully they're talking to each other, because they